Dear children, in a distant forest, there lived a group of cats. They all had a deep friendship. All the cats used to play together and even go out to eat together. The winter season had begun, and the cold outside was getting worse. In such a situation, the cats found it impossible to leave the house, but they had to go out to fill their stomachs. One of the cats, whose name was Manu, was a little lazy. She used to think every day that somehow she would not have to go out today and would get food while sitting at home. But when everyone kept asking her, she had to go along. One day, Manu woke up and felt pain in her leg. She told her fellow cats why she was feeling pain in her leg, on which the other cats, expressing sympathy, advised her to rest for a day or two and went out to eat herself. On her way back, she also brought food for Manu. Manu's foot was hurting, but she was also happy in her heart that her old wish had been fulfilled today. After resting for a day or two, Manu's foot pain went away, but she had found a good excuse. She kept telling her fellow cats that her leg was still hurting, which is why she was unable to walk, to which her friends said that they would take her for a checkup, but Manu refused and said that she could not take a single step. After resting for a few more days, she would recover on her own. Hearing this, the other cats also did not push much and remained silent. The cats went out to eat as usual every day and brought food for Manu on their return. In the evening, they all went out to play for a while. At that time, Manu was completely alone in the house. She also wanted to go out to play with them, but if she did, her pool would open and she wanted to spend a few more days in bed. She was enjoying these days of leisure very much. One day, as usual, all the cats had gone out to play. Manu was lying happily on the bed when suddenly she smelled meat. She immediately pricked up her ears and put her head out of the window and started looking here and there. While doing this, she had hidden herself behind the window so that the cats playing outside would not see her. Now that she looked around in search of meat, what did she see? That a boy was throwing the meat of some animal under the tree. Seeing this, Manu's mouth watered. She wanted to reach the meat as soon as possible. Her hunger had increased as soon as she saw the fresh meat. Manu made a decision in her heart and came out of the house, avoiding the sight of her fellow cats. She wanted to reach the meat by hiding behind the trees and wanted to be able to eat it before the other cats could smell the meat. She secretly reached the meat and quickly started eating it while moving her paws. No one had noticed her until now. After finishing all the meat, she was very happy and wanted to reach home secretly before the fellow cats returned. There were only a few minutes left for the cats to return, so Manu hid behind the trees and went running towards the house instead of going slowly. In her haste, she was unaware that her fellow cats, who were playing a short distance away, had seen Manu running away. She was deeply angry with Manu in her heart, and at the same time, Manu's foot, while running in a bad mood, hit a large stone, and she fell to the ground, groaning. The fellow cats were standing far away and looking at Manu with sadness. They understood that Manu had been punished for his lies.